Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2024 Toyota Corolla Hybrid SE in Wind Chill Pearl. Now the Corolla come in multiple different packages. The base model is an LE. You can get an SE, Nightshade, XSE, Hybrid LE, Hybrid SE, Hybrid Nightshade, and Hybrid XLE. But this one will be the Hybrid SE. The SE is their more sporty equivalent. Now, if you compare this to a Civic, as far as trim levels in the hybrids, a little bit more easier. You have two options in the Civics, but multiple options, well, four options pretty much in the Corolla. Starting off with the front fascia here, you will see you have LED projector low beams and LED high beams, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals. And down below, you do have an LED accent light. It looks like a fog light, but I guess there's no more fog lights on the Corollas, but they kind of give you like a pretend fog light, which is pretty interesting. You do have gloss black on the lower portion of the bumper because this is the SE, the more sportier Corolla. More things will be blacked out. So your grille here as well too, fully gloss black. And then you have this little portion right here between the middle of the front bumper, which is also gloss black. You do have the blue Toyota emblem, let you know this is a hybrid, not a standard Corolla. On the lower portion of the bumper, you do kind of get like a diffuser style, kind of like a lip style as well. More piano black, or gloss black, I'll say, on the lower portion of the bumper. And from the front, you know it's a Corolla. You can tell this is a Corolla, very distinctive look. Now the Wind Chill Pearl is very similar to Platinum White Pearl like we have on a Civic. So you can see you have the pearl right there in the paint. You can also get a flat white, which is, I believe it's called Ice Cap for the Corolla. This one does have a clear bra on there. So if you're wondering what is these lines, it does have it on the hood and the front bumper as well. Now, you do have wide windshield. It is sloped pretty back as well too, give you great visibility. You do have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 on this Corolla. So there your camera and the radar will be in the bumper, if I'm not mistaken. You do have a turn signal integrated on the side mirrors. I believe that is LED, not too sure, but you do have body color up top, flat black down below. The mirror is positioned a little bit lower on the door as well too. I'm sure that helps with aerodynamics and great visibility as well. Now you do have body colored door handles, flat black around the whole window. On the lower portion of the door, kind of have this gloss black piece here, kind of give you like a side skirt type style. Taking a look at the rear, you do have a shark fin style antenna. It is body colored. You do have your third brake light, which looks like it's LED. The SE will give you a rear trunk spoiler. It's not too aggressive. The blue emblem lets you know you have a hybrid Toyota as well. Combination tail lights. So I believe I know that the turn signal and reverse lights are traditional bulbs, so yes, you can see them in there. As far as the brake lights, I believe they're LED. The brake lights, I believe, are LED. You do have this flat black portion here that cuts through the headlights. SE in red lets you know you get the sport Corolla, not just the regular Corolla, and get a hybrid down below. This one does have a rear bumper applique as well. And you get this kind of very large gloss black rear diffuser with two exhaust tips, even though it's a hybrid. So that's a nice touch to kind of give your hybrid a more sportier look. Now, this is the sedan. You can also get the Corolla in a hatchback. Here are the keys for the Corolla. Toyota's been using this design for a while. So pretty standard. You have lock, you have unlock, you have pop the trunk, and your panic button. But I don't see any remote start standard on the key fob. A little bit bigger key as well. You do have smart entry, so you can touch these two little lines right here and it'll lock all the doors for you. And then you can put your hand in the door handle and it will unlock it for you as well. Now, this guy right here does have the gray interior, but does the gray interior also kind of have this two-tone dash door card effect as well? So up here is like almost white. This one is pre-owned, haven't been cleaned up yet, but you can tell that the white will show some stains pretty easy. You have the silver, it looks like it's like a silver plastic door handle. Soft touch up here though, even though it's white, it is soft touch. Soft touch where you rest your arm. And you do have power windows, power locks, and I believe all four windows are power up down. We're gonna test that when we turn the car on. Power mirrors as well. And you do have some storage down below with a speaker in the door, red stitching for the SE trim. Now the SE does have manual seating, so you have a manual adjustment up and down, manual adjustment for your back, forward and back, and manual forward and back. Same thing on the passenger side, it will be a manual adjustment. But these seats are a little bolstered, which is nice. Can hold you into place. Not too aggressive, but not too flat either. Can fit most frames. Let's actually jump in here and go ahead and turn on 24 Corolla. So you have your power button back there, foot on brakes. Because it's a hybrid, it just whirls on. You do not need the engine to kick on every time. So I'm gonna go ahead, close the door. First thing you're gonna notice is a leather wrapped steering wheel, which is not too big, not too small. You do got some flat black in the middle, some hard touch in the middle as well. Airbag cover is also a hard plastic. But on the left side of the steering wheel, you do have some control. So you have your dimmer switch there. You have your, okay, there's an auto high beam on and off feature there. You have your traction control on and off. Pop the gas tank. And down below, you do have your hood latch. As well too, you guys can see that guy right there. You pull that guy, it pops the hood. And down below, you do have your trunk lever as well, and gas and brake. This one just came in, hasn't been cleaned up yet, so excuse the mess. But I know how fast these things sell, so I want to jump on it before it's gone. Now, before we get to the steering wheel, you do have your cluster display here, which is a traditional analog speedometer, analog tachometer, and you kind of have this small, it looks like it's like a 5-inch LCD display, which is pretty interesting. Almost 5-inch. It's a 4.2-inch display, which can view different information. Behind the steering wheel, you do have your lighting control, so you have, look like you have on, parking, auto, and you can turn off your daytime running lights if you don't want those on. And you also have our auto high beams. And on the right side, you do have off, intermediate, low, and high for your windshield wipers. Now on the steering wheel itself, you do have a D-pad here, back key. You have a phone control, look like you can answer and decline with one button, looks like. Volume control and voice command. And on the right side will be most of your Toyota safety sense features and your cruise control features as well. So you have your, look like this is cruise on and off, resume, cancel. I believe the minus is set. And you do have your adaptive cruise control distances here. And you have how many levels? Look like 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can adjust that guy. The mode is pretty interesting. You can switch from adaptive cruise control or cruise control. Now, I am going to compare this to the Civic because this is this direct competitor. The Civic also have that option, but you just have to hold this button to switch it between the Civic. But the Corolla does give you a dedicated button for that, which is interesting. You do have your lane keep and assist here on and off, which is cool. And you do have your mode. This is going to be for your media, so you can switch from Amazon Music, FM, AM, turn on the volume, SiriusXM, Apple Music built in, and you have Amazon Music built in as well. But let's turn that guy down. The steering wheel is adjustable. You pull this lever here, you can go in and out and up and down, which is nice. And on your 4.5, pretty much on your 4-inch display down here, or I believe it was like 4.5 that I said earlier, you can control it with this D-pad here, and there's many different information you can view. So for example, this is going to be most of your eco goodies. So you can have your speedometer, distance to empty, what you're averaging. So the previous owner, the most they averaged was 62 miles per gallon, which is pretty nice. Distance to empty was on there too. You have an eco score on there, EV ratio, and back to your speedometer. If you go to the right, you have your cruise mode or your compass, which is nice, built in. Media is going to show you what you're listening to. Hit OK for sources. So here we go, Amazon Music, Apple Music, SiriusXM, AM, FM, plenty of options. And then go to the right, you do have your trip A, trip B, looks like, energy monitor, keep track of your powertrain, tire. That's nice, they actually get a tire pressure monitor for each individual wheel, and your trip distances, and back to that guy. And then you have settings, so it looks like you have lane departure feature there, and automatic braking there as well. So you have a PDA option, RSA option. Those we're gonna have to look into. Okay, vehicle settings in here too. And look like you have gauge settings. Oh, you have to hold OK to select it. Interesting. So you can change the language, EV on and off, pop-up display. Okay. So you have some customization. Even though it's a smaller screen, especially compared to most of the vehicles out there right now with full digital or half digital. The Civic has a 7-inch display, and this is like a 4.5, but still pretty customizable. And then you have warning as well. You have what gear you're in down below, odometer reading as well. And of course, gas, speedometer, like I said, engine temp, and tachometer. So if you want a traditional gauge, the Corolla is definitely where you want to look at, because anything else is probably going to be more, more modern, more high tech with the digital cluster. Coming along to the touchscreen display. This is an 8-inch display, and this has the newer Toyota UI. So from here, you do have navigation built in, but it is a subscription, so you can subscribe, pay monthly, I believe monthly or yearly, to have Toyota's built-in navigation system, which is interesting. I don't know why I hit subscribe. Like, I wait for this thing to load. I had to turn the car on and off just now because that thing was just stuck on the navigation screen. So let me not hit that again. But you do have a navigation system. You can pretty much pay a monthly subscription to use. You have your audio here. So if you go through your sources that you saw on the smaller screen, you do have FM, AM, Sirius. Let's look through all the sources. Apple Music built in, which is nice, and Amazon Music. So I'm sure you could just sign in and then can have all your Apple Music on there. So that's cool. Scan the barcode. You do have your Bluetooth connection here. You do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto available in the Corolla, and it is wireless on this SE model. Below phone, you do have car, where you have trip information, energy flow, vehicle alert, and then you have your settings here, where it looks like you can have multiple different profiles, which is nice. Personal, Bluetooth, general. You have built-in Wi-Fi in there as well too, a hotspot, which is cool. So got some goodies in here. Software update, easy to use, but you do have to pay a subscription to use some of the features. Now down below, you have a traditional air vent. You don't have like the long crazy one the Civic has, but these are big vents that you have right below the screen. And below that, you have a simple climate control, where you have your temperature knob on one side, fan speed on the other. No dual zone climate controls available on the SE Hybrid. So you do have off, front display, heated side mirrors, and back window. You can change your mode here. You can have eco heat or eco cool, which is interesting. I guess you can use the heat or the AC and use less gas while doing it. You do have your air circulation there, or reuse fresh air from outside. Okay, there's two separate buttons, AC on and off. So easy to use. You do have auto climate control as well. Pretty simple. You have your display there. Down below that, you do have a USB-C port that's built in right there, storage there. You can have additional accessories on the Corolla, and I believe there's a premium package and there's a convenience package. And with their premium package, it will come with a wireless phone charger if you get that model. Now down below that, you do have your different drive modes. So you have sport, normal, and eco. So you have different drive modes there. You have an EV mode. If you turn that on, it will put the Corolla to electric only for a few miles. These hybrids are not built to drive on electric only. They're really made to help the motor. But you do have park, reverse, neutral drive. You do have a B mode, which is kind of like a low gear, and it'll help regenerate the battery a lot faster in this mode. I'm going to hold the brakes, put in reverse so you guys see the backup camera. So no 360, no multiple different angles or anything. You do have, is it trajectory? No trajectory either, just I guess a guideline, and that's pretty much it. And it plays a chime outside to warn people that you are backing up. And down below that, you do have your standard cup holder here, nothing crazy. Brake hold, and electronic parking brake. And you do have piano black finish all around the shifter, which I'm not a big fan of because it can leave like dust and fingerprints and stuff like that. Like I said, this one is actually not cleaned up yet, and you can see some of the dust that's already on there. And you have, oh, look at that, you got a bunch of piano black right there. The armrest is soft, not that soft, but it's soft though, red stitch, which is nice. Open this guy up. You do have a power outlet in here and another USB port. So it looks like USB-C is the only connection it's gonna have in the 24 Corolla. USB-A is gone, and this doesn't move forward and back. And your glove box here is not lockable, and it is damped, not lined with felt at all, but it is a bin style, decent size, easy to use. Up above from your 8-inch touchscreen display, you do have a kind of like a borderless rear view mirror. It's not auto dimming, you still gotta flip it. It looks like it's an auto dimming actually based on the design, but it's not. But you do have home link built in to the bottom of the mirror, which is a nice touch. You will have your lighting controls up here, and you have LED lighting, which is nice. Oh, you can just turn on the whole thing, interesting. And your headliner is black. Now, I'm not sure if that's an SE thing because this is the sport trim, but you do have that. And then you do have your visor here, which is a hard plastic material. You have LED lighting up above as well. Let's check the passenger side, and same thing, LED lighting. Now, there's no moonroof on the SE. It doesn't come with it standard. You have to get I believe the premium package will give you the moonroof, blind spot monitoring, and a wireless phone charger. Now, speaking of blind spot monitoring, the Corolla SE doesn't come with blind spot monitoring standard. You have to either get a convenience package or a premium package to get the blind spot monitoring. So the convenience will give you the blind spot monitoring with cross traffic rear. The premium package will give you blind spot monitoring, cross traffic with rear, moonroof, and a wireless phone charger, and I'm sure maybe something else. I'm also noticing too there isn't no heated seats available on this SE trim as well, and these do have the sport, I guess Toyota call these sport seats with the sport cloth inserts in the middle as well, which is interesting. But we're gonna jump out of here and take a look at the rear seats to see what your rear passengers are looking at. All right, rear door is open. And this is how wide the rear doors will open. And on the rear door, hard touch up here and slightly soft touch, not as soft as up front. Same type of door handle, window switch, and you do have small storage in here with a speaker on the door. Let's jump into here, close this door up. Now, sitting in the rear, I do have the rear seats not all the way back, but it's really far back. Normally, I would have my drive-in position, but still have a few inches behind here. No mat pocket behind the driver, no mat pocket behind the passenger. You do get 2 USB-C ports, just no air vents back here, which is interesting. Now, taking a look back here, you do have a foldable armrest with cup holders, so that's a nice touch. And still have the same design seats back here with easy access to the tethers, which is nice. Just pop that guy out and boom, you have that right there. I kind of don't like the plastics because this is easier to lose, but it is kind of easier than digging your hand through the seat to try to find those tethers. So which is nice. You do have a lighting back here. It is LED. This is a nice touch. Door handles, little coat hanger as well too. Same thing on this side, but not really much going on back here. Take a look at the cockpit again. Very easy layout. And like I said, if you're comparing this to the Civic, they've been battling forever. Apples and oranges, to be honest. You do get USB-C ports back in the Corolla that you don't get on the Civic. I don't think any Civic have USB-C ports in the back. Let's jump out of here and take a look at the trunk space now. Look at that. We have a friend here, a little grasshopper. But let's take a look at the rear. Trunk pops open. You got to lift it up to open up all the way. Now this one does have a cargo tray that you can add to your Corolla, but normally it would just be carpet. The seats do have a 60-40 split, so you can split them down, but it looks like you have to pull the handle from inside. There's no handle back here to drop the seats. And let's take a look at underneath the floor here. This is looking like a brand new cargo tray, barely been used. And you do have a flat fix kit, looks like, and that looks like that's a liquid that goes in the flat fix. I'm not too sure. You have a tow hook in there, and down below, no spare tire on the SE hybrid Corolla, which is the same thing on the Civic hybrid. It doesn't come standard with a spare tire, but it looks like you have the space here where you can just throw the spare tire in there. But decent sized trunk, nothing too crazy in there. I'm sure it can fit all the goodies that you need. So let's close this guy up, and before we get to the brochure, let me actually make sure that this guy can roll down all 4 windows, because I forgot to actually check. So let's see, auto down. Yeah, so auto down for the rears, both of them, and auto down for the fronts as well. That's a nice touch because the Civic only have auto up down for the front. Send back in the Corolla. Let's go jump in the brochure and see what else the SE have to offer and what color options is available on the SE hybrid. We'll finally bring in a Toyota to the channel, and of course we're starting off with a Corolla hybrid. Now I know this one was not too clean, a little dirty, but I've shot myself in the foot not jumping on a car as soon as I get it, because I missed out on a few newer Toyotas I could have done because they sold so fast. Like Toyotas sell so fast, especially pre-owned at my dealership. So yeah, this is a 24 Toyota Corolla. We're looking at the brochure here now. Let's take a look at what the SE gives you. I do like Toyota's brochure because it will give you a breakdown on all the trim levels as well. So let's see if we can skip through all this. Actually, before we do all of this stuff, now I am very familiar with Honda, so this is something new with me, so bear with me, guys. So let me see, look, you got a Toyota app, Safety Connect. Okay, there's a few little goodies you can get on your Corolla. I'll pause some of that so you guys can see that. So you have the wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, XM, JBL Premium. I don't think the model I did had the JBL Premium. This is Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, so pre-collision system with pedestrian detection, proactive driving assist. Oh, that's what PDA. I saw PDA. I'm like, what the heck is PDA? Full speed range, dynamic radar, cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, automatic high beams, lane tracing assist, road sign assist. So you get a few goodies with the 3.0. Here are all of your Corolla models. Now, this is a mixture of hybrid and non-hybrid. So the LE is the base model. This will be non-hybrid. You have the SE, you have the Nightshade. Like I said, I named most of these in the beginning of the video. And then you have the XSE. So pretty much you have 4 models that's non-hybrid. And then in hybrid, you have the LE, which is a plain Jane, the SE, which we just did a walk around on, Nightshade, and XLE as well. So the SE is going to have everything the hybrid LE have and add all these goodies here. It's interesting that on Toyota's brochure, they kind of repeat certain things. So you can see the powertrain on the LE and the SE is pretty much the same thing, same horsepower. You do get the normal sport and eco driving modes. Looks like you don't get that on the LE. And then the ECVT transmission, of course, front wheel drive. You can get all wheel drive. I don't know if I mentioned that in the video. It is available on the Corolla. That's one thing the Civic don't have is all wheel drive. But I believe Toyota sell way more front wheel drive than all wheel drive Corollas, to be honest. But you're looking at 50 city, 43 highway, 47 combined, which is very similar to the Civic hybrid, which is interesting. That's why I was saying that these things are like apples and oranges. You just got a personal preference at the end of the day. Now, you get LED headlights, so you don't get that on the LED taillights. Okay, so I think those brake lights are LED. I wasn't too sure. The daytime running lights, and then the accent lighting. So this is that little light bar, kind of like right here, you guys can see right there, but it's not a fog light. It's interesting how Toyota did that. So you get a sport mesh gloss black front grille, gray metallic sport side rocker panels, and colored keyed spoiler. 18-inch graphite-colored alloy wheels. Okay, so the wheels were graphite color. I know they looked at, not just flat black. Single exhaust with dual chrome tips, which is, I like that. You can get that on the Sport Civic, but it's not dual chrome. It's a single chrome tip. Now, interior, you get the sport seats with fabric inserts. So these are a few things you're just not getting on the LE. Because remember, the SE is a sport Corolla pretty much. The 4.2, I said 4.5 in the video. So the 4.2 color, this thing should have been bigger. I don't know why you still get that in our 24. Smart key system with push button start. I was looking to see if remote start, maybe there was like a method to the key, but I don't see anything on here about remote start. Drop a comment below if you're familiar with that. And you do get the 8-inch touchscreen display, 6 speakers, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. So I don't see the JBL on this guy as well. Maybe on the XSE, you do get a 4G network dependent up to 10-year trial. Interesting. And then why is it two? Is it the same thing? What's the difference? Oh, one is a safety connect and one's a service connect. Gotcha. And then you get Toyota Sense 3.0, Star Safety System, 10 airbags. And here are your options that you don't have to worry about on the Civic. The blind spot monitoring is not standard on the Corolla. It is part of an option package. So if you get a convenience package, you can get the blind spot with the rear cross traffic, like I mentioned in the video. The model that I'm doing don't have any of these packages. Or you can get the SE Premium package, which comes with the blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic, you get the power moonroof, and you get the wireless smartphone charging. Now, I want to take a look at the hybrid XLE, see if it comes with a JBL. Okay, so on the XLE, the JBL is still, it's an option package, but you don't have to worry about a premium or a convenient package because it's already built in the XLE. So pretty interesting. Let's jump in and let's go build one. So one thing, comparing to the Civic, to the Corolla, look at all, you have 8 trim levels to choose from. Isn't that crazy? The Civic has 4, and if you look at the hatchback, it's 3. So it's a little bit less overwhelming on the Civic side versus the Corolla. Corolla's got a bunch of options, but we're gonna jump in and build our SE, our hybrid SE. And so you have midnight black metallic, You have Ruby Flare Pearl, which is $425 an extra charge. Wind Chill Pearl, which this is the color we just did. You have the Ice Cap if you don't want a pearl, you want a flat white. Classic Silver Metallic. I can't even pronounce this one. Celestite, the color. It looks like a bluish, like grayish, silverish color. Pretty interesting. You have Underground, which is, what is that? Like a dark charcoal color? That's interesting. And Blueprint, which I like that. That's a nice color. Now, on the interior, look like you have two options. So, let me see. Oh, so is that available on every... You can get these interior colors on any color. And I will compare this to the Sport Civic Hybrid. You're able to get gray interior or black interior, but not with every color. It depends on which exterior you choose on the Civic. It looks like on the Corolla, no matter what, you can choose what interior color you want. So, that's interesting. So, the interior we have was the Moonstone Premium, which is nice. You can also have the black with red as well. So that's interesting. See how that looks. Okay. I like the black and the red. That's actually cool. I like the red contrast. With that looks nice. But yeah, so Wind Chill Pearl. We're gonna click that guy and the Moonstone. Now all-wheel drive is $1,400 more. So that's cool that it's an option. I know some people need the all-wheel drive. Oh, that's how the navigation looks. I couldn't get that thing to work to save my life. I don't know why, but that thing just froze on me. So for pretty much for blind spot and cross traffic, it's the SE convenience package. It's another $530. So the Civic Sport will come with that standard. And remember, the Civic is not you don't build a Civic. It kind of just one size fit all. Everything's in the car. That's it. So that's what makes the Civic a little bit different than a lot of other cars out there. And the premium package is $1,295. So remember, the Civic Sport Hybrid also comes with pretty much it comes with both of these stuff standard in the car. You just don't get a wireless phone charger standard, but you do get the moonroof and the blind spot or the blind spot. So that's interesting to take a look at. Let's look at some accessory packages. So all-weather floor liner package, body protection package, carpet mat package, preferred accessory package with all-weather liners, preferred accessory package with carpet mats. So I'm assuming, I didn't want to click it. There we go. Okay, so just give you multiple things in one. So you get the floor mats, you get the cargo tray, rear bumper protector. Oh, you know what? I think this is what the Corolla that we just walked around have, because it did has the all-weather mats, it had the cargo tray, it had the rear bumper protector, the cargo net envelope. I didn't see this guy. And then a door sill protector. I don't know if I've seen that either. First aid kit. Maybe not this preferred package with all-weather liners, but that's cool though. You have multiple different packages you can add. Let's look at interior. The cargo tote, cargo tray. I mean, the previous owner that bought this Corolla probably could have put the all-season mats, the cargo tray, and the rear bumper protector separate. I'm not sure if they did a package or not, but cargo net envelope, interesting. See, I didn't see that in there, so I don't think it had that package on there. Door sill protector, first aid kit, frameless home link. So you can buy this. Oh, I wonder, is this not standard? This might be an option that the previous customer added, because I don't, you know what, now that I think about it, I didn't see it on the brochure saying that that's a standard. So they may have added that guy. Oh, it's not standard, because look, this is how the mirror will look. It's not frameless. The previous owner definitely added this as an accessory. So you have a table. What is this? Makes load unloading, storing, carrying camp table easy. Oh, I thought the table was $40, but I think the bag is $40 by itself. That's interesting. Let's look at some technologies you can add. So you have the connected service trial offering 3 additional Drive Connect and 2 additional years of remote. Interesting. So you have the cloud-based feature, accessible on the go, real-time traffic elements. So interesting, remote control. Okay, so you can, from your phone, lock, unlock, start your Corolla if you wanted to. It's a subscription you do pay for. So for $500, you just get and then it still expires? That's interesting. So you get 3 additional of Drive Connect. So what was that, 3 additional years? And 2 additional years of Remote Connect. So Remote Connect is for the start, stop, and all that stuff. So you get an additional 2 years. I don't know how much they give you standard, but that's interesting. $500 you can pay for the Connect. Quick charging cable package. A tablet holder. Look at that. You can, even a dash cam. Okay. So the Toyota definitely have a lot more aftermarket stuff you can buy from Toyota, looks like, which is cool. You have the dash cam parking assist. Portable solar kit. Look at that for camping. portable battery, even phone holders. That's interesting to see because Honda don't have stuff like that. So door edge guards. The previous owner, I believe they added door edge guards. You can add mud flaps. And they also added the, so the paint protection film front bumper. That's from factory. That's cool. So they have both of these as well. So the previous owner did add some goodies to help protect their Corolla. They also added the rear bumper protector. They have a camping section. Oh, this is for the chair you can buy. So that bag is for this chair. No, not for the chair. It's for the table. It's for the chair. But look at you have a bench you can add in there. You have a tape. So this is probably for the table for that bag you can get. You have another compact chair, hydration water faucet. What? All the stuff you can add. That's crazy. Go hydration water jug. That's cool. $70. Look at. Oh, I thought it was it looked like a tote bag from a distance. Inflatable shelter. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff you can add for your Corolla. This is through Toyota, which is interesting. Single motor portable compressor. Look at that. You got coolers you can buy. There's a bunch of stuff you can add to your Corolla. So I'm sure when you buy a Corolla, it's probably overwhelming. The salesperson's probably going to show you all the stuff that you can add. You're going to be like, oh, man, let me add everything. So that's pretty interesting. But it's cool that they have these options, though. Look, there's a lot of camping-oriented accessories. So even pet products, backseat barrier. I know a lot of people need this thing so they pet not jump into the front seat. And this too, the car door guard, seat belt, first aid kit for your dogs. Look at that. Look at this dude sitting, being a good boy. So yeah, very pet friendly too. Water bottle and bowl, dog hair remover. Dang, I did not know Corolla had this much accessories, like at all. And look, we're still not even done. We still got a whole nother section to go to. Oh, just one. So you can get a. Wow, they have a cat shield protector, so no one steal your cats, like from Toyota. That is interesting. Cat shield. You got the hardware. It's late, by the way. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm recording this for you guys. Screw kit, installation guide. That's cool. Product not available in Hawaii. Okay. So if you live in Hawaii, you can't get that. So let's go ahead and look at the breakdown. Now, I didn't add all the accessories that this one has right now. I just want to go over just a base pricing of a Corolla Hybrid SE, but you see what you can add. Base MSRP is $25,940, and windshield pearl will add $425 to the price. And I didn't add any packages, but destination handling is $1135. You're looking at $27,500, and then you get Toyota Care standard in there. I think, how long is this guy? It's like 3 years. So every new 2 years or 24 hours. Okay. On the Civic, you get the pretty much Honda Service Pass, which is similar to Toyota Care, but it's 1 year on the 25. If you get a 24, it's also 2 years, like this 24. So you're looking at $27,500. Now, that's not including blind spot monitoring. That's not including the moonroof. And also, that's not including all the goodies that the previous owner added to there. So they're probably just shy right under 30. So very similar pricing to the Civic. Like I said, it's going to come down to apples and orange, personal preference. It's going to come down to looks as well, which one you think looks better, which one drives better, interior, exterior. Both are very great vehicles, but I'm glad I got my hands on this Corolla. I'm going to end everything here. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. You know, let me know if I missed anything. I'm sure I missed a bunch of stuff. This is the first walk around Toyota I've done on the channel. So let me know for whatever I missed. Tell me what you think about the Corolla. Would you prefer a Civic? Would you prefer a Corolla? You know, what would you do? Do you have one? Did you not have one? Did you pass on it? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to catch you in the next walk around.